How many questionable moves before we admit that it's intentional? Literally, why would you give a group with a 17-year-old a choreo where they're dropping it low? And why make the only underage member the center during that part? This is no first time that Source Music has given Eunchae questionable and inappropriate choreo. It's been happening since LE SSERAFIM debuted. In the Fearless Envy, there's a scene where all of the members are humping the floor. Keep in mind that this scene included 3 teenagers, Kaza, who was 18, former member Gadam, who was 16, and Eunchae, who was 15. Given a group with 2 minors and 1 member who's barely legal choreo, where the humping the floor is blatantly inappropriate. Fortunately, they did cut this part out of the choreo immediately after concerns were raised. Fine, right? They learned the lesson. Not quite. But LE SSERAFIM's career, there's always been some eyebrow raising regarding Eunchae and the group's choreo. An example of this is this part of Unforgiven choreo where 4 out of the 5 members, including Eunchae, the members are sticking their butt out. Why wouldn't they have given Kazuha this part? Shouldn't the only underage member be the ones who's not sticking their butt out? But the most glaring example of them giving Eunchae inappropriate choreo is Smart. The entire choreo is questionable considering the fact that the majority of it is just them shaking their ass, but the part where they have the members dropping it low with Eunchae as a center is really pushing the line. I was willing to let LE SSERAFIM move slide because they did actually change it if it was just a one-time thing, but seeing everything else, you cannot convince me that Source Music doesn't know what they're doing. Once, it's a mistake. Twice, it's coincidence. Thrice, it's a pattern. And before people make excuses for this, let me just answer them. She's 17, not a baby. Other 17-year-olds do things like this. She's still a minor. There's a difference between a 17-year-old choosing to do dances like that versus a 17-year-old doing choreo where she's dropping it low in front of millions and said choreo was given to her and approved by grown adults. Other underage idols have been given inappropriate choreo. It's not just Eunchae. Other idols have been given inappropriate choreo doesn't change what Source Music has Eunchae doing. Every company has had minors doing inappropriate choreo. Songs are creeps and deserve to be criticized as well. Multiple things can be bad. That move was only for a second. It's not a big deal. So what? Why couldn't they have given her literally any other move to do in that second? There's so many different moves, yet they chose to give her a move where she drops it low. Nobody forced Source to give her that move. They willingly did that instead of choosing literally anything else. You're just hating on LE SSERAFIM. If you think me pointing Source Music's pattern of giving Eunchae questionable moves is me hating on LE SSERAFIM, even though I didn't even say anything about the members themselves, then I have nothing to say to you. Clearly, you have made up your mind. Okay.